Yo, what's good? Peeezy here, Peeezy, recapping yesterday. Real quick, yesterday, I had Jazz money line plus 120. I did not give that out. That was just a personal. The Jazz ended up winning the game. I was not going to trust New Orleans with that young team, even though they did play well pretty much the whole game. But that's what, young team. Dropped the ball into the game. Lonzo threw up brick after brick. Zion was, playing limited minutes. The rest of their team stepped up, though. They played decently. They just couldn't hold on to it at the end. They ended up losing it to, a decent and experienced Utah Jazz team that has been deep in the playoffs before. So that is why I took the Jazz. Good value on them at plus 120. And also, I just did not buy the hype that everybody else was buying into on the Pelicans, so I chose to take the other side, and luckily it paid out for me. The bet that I did give out was Clippers plus 5, and that ended up hitting. It was a good game. It was a good bet. Even if it lost, I wasn't even gonna be mad because I knew it was the right play the whole time. There's no reason that Clippers team, even with Lou Williams out, Pat Bev ended up playing, and Herehe out, that they should have been catching 5 points anyways. Pat Bev ended up playing and making an impact. He always makes an impact. What was I saying? Anyways, they, wow, I lost it there. Completely lost it. Anyways, plus 5, the Clippers, Kawhi, PG. PG is a huge problem. He didn't hit the game-winning bucket there at the end. LeBron, I touched on that on yesterday's video. I expected LeBron to not have the greatest game ever. His passing is still great. I mean, he's still a great passer. His ball handling has diminished. You can come at me for that one. His shooting has diminished. It's almost non-existent. And he's half explosive as he used to be. I mean, the end of the game right there, he was so lucky to win that game. 101-101 game. After the game that he played, the shooting from the floor that he had, just a terrible night. You're gonna drive and fucking throw up a fucking can't even call that a floater. Just threw up a shot from past the elbow, just from beyond, inside the three-point arc. Luckily gets it back and puts it back up barely. Like, it was just the complete luckiest, stupidest thing I've seen. I'm not a LeBron hater. I'm a fan of LeBron, more of him as a person. I'm not a huge fan of his game. I see the flaws in his game. I see that he can be beat. I think that when the Lakers team faces that Clippers team later on in the playoffs, they're going to have issues because the Lakers just have to rely too much on AD. Have to rely way too much on AD, and Kuzma and Green and some of those guys just have to step up into roles that I don't think they're ready for yet. Even though Kuzma did get hot for a little bit there at the end of the game, Green hit a few shots. Those are not two players that I think are going to be that key for them and step up for them every single game and be those guys to knock down those shots. I don't like Kuzma's game. I think it's just a weird game. Can't hate on Danny Green. He did a lot of good things with the Spurs. But those, they need more. They're going to need more than what they got. They're going to need more out of LeBron. And they're going to need to take less pressure off AD to have to do everything. Shit was just ridiculous. So anyways, that bet hit plus 5. They almost won. Should have sprinkled the money line, but a little nice day yesterday to start the NBA season. I'm looking to not bounce back, but bounce forward, or whatever you want to call it again today. I am going to be on the Mavericks minus 125 money line against the Houston Rockets. Few things here. The Rockets, they play with an extremely small lineup. The biggest player on their team is Tyson Chandler, and he doesn't even start. He comes off the bench, and PJ Tucker starts at center. If you don't know, PJ Tucker is like 6'9". He's not even a 7-footer. He's like, you can maybe call him 6'8" if you wanted to. The dude is just, power forward height, maybe small forward height at the center position. They got one center on their team, is Tyson Chandler, and he comes off the bench, and nobody else is. You don't have a player bigger than PJ Tucker other than Tyson Chandler. Everybody else is a small forward or below. So they play an extremely small ball lineup. Rebounding is going to be a huge problem with them. Against anybody, but they have on the Mavericks, you got Kristaps Porzingis, big, long, lanky guy. Dwight Powell, he's not playing tonight, but I still don't think that would be a problem with them being able to out-rebound that team. Also, you can count on James Harden throwing some turnovers and playing little to no defense whatsoever. We can always count on that. We can expect him to do his swaggy things, so get a few buckets. He might even drop 40 or 50. But he's going to have to do the majority of the work because they also don't have that. Eric Gordon is not playing for them tonight as well. That's a huge loss for them. Eric Gordon is huge for that team. So, also the last key point of that is Russell Westbrook. We can always count on Russell to try to do too much and throw, you know, some threes off the top of the back, or throw some threes off the backboard, you know, in crunch time when you really need a bucket. Just trying to do too much. Just, we can always count on that. I swear, I've pulled my hair out watching enough Rockets bets that I'm very comfortable taking the Mavs right here. I think the Mavs come out with this W today. I hope you enjoyed this recap video. Please like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Prophet Peeezy. Follow my Instagram, Slim Peeezy. And let's get us some more fucking W's. Let's fucking get it.